Today, I'm going to go through the top 10 supplements that raw vegans are recommended to take and why I personally don't take any of those. All right. So I wrote down the top 10, and thank you so much to everyone that is joining me today. I'm really excited to get into this. My name is Jeannette. I've been raw since 2011. I live in Miami, Florida. So I'm representing the United States, the sickest industrialized country in the world. Okay. So, my fellow country mates, they know a little something about being fat, sick, and nearly dead. And it's very interesting that when most people go raw, that is when they get really, really concerned about their health. 99% of people, including myself, got extremely obsessed with my health when I went raw. Are you one of those people? You're like 0 or 100. You're either eating Pop-Tarts and Captain Crunch and Rice Krispies and M&Ms, or you're raw vegan and worried about where are you getting your iodine. Raise your hand if that's you. Yeah, you too? Okay, just checking. A lot of times, what happens is, and this is where I made a lot of mistakes over the past 15 years. Okay, so I wrote many books on all the mistakes I've made. One of the things I did right was this, okay? I finally learned to just stop researching. I stopped being obsessed with the research and the specific vitamins and minerals and nutrients, and learning more and more and more and more about a raw food diet. I did that for like the first like 6 or 7 years. And then after that, I was like, okay, I got this down. I'm going to learn something else. So I started learning about self-development in 2017. I went raw in 2011. Then in 2017, I got obsessed with self-development, mental toughness, just other things, goal setting. Before then, I never had my own goals. I just worked. I just was a wage slave my whole life. And then in 2017, I read The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Shout out to you, boo. And then I joined his course in 2017, and I started my YouTube channel because of his course. Uh, just amazing, amazing, amazing. And I started getting obsessed with mental toughness. So I love David Goggins now, Jocko, Andy Frisella, people like that. If you are going to just continue to go down the rabbit hole of health and just, what about my fucking, you found the raw food diet, research it, learn about it, get inspired by it, practice it, learn how to do it right. Absolutely. Consume the content, but then you got to let it go. Because this is just my observation. I'm not the authority on anything. I'm just sharing my opinion and my observation, which is some people, they just never stop and they want to go to the next level, the next. So then, okay, they're raw. I'm going to zero fat. Then I'm gonna juice fast. Then now, you know what? I'm gonna water fast. No, you know what? No, I'm dry fasting. Oh, I'm gonna live on my urine. Yeah. It's like, when do you stop? You know what? I'm a breatharian. Like, it's just no, just find what works and just stick to that, and then find something else to learn about. Because it's like you're gonna drive yourself crazy because there's so many opinions, there's so many different conflicting opinions, and so many people with different information and different ways of doing this. And, there's not just one way to heal. The raw food diet is one of the ways to heal. I healed on a raw food diet, but you can heal on many other diets. Yes, the raw food diet is the one that works for me because I'm a volume eater. I'm going to eat all these grapes for a snack. Okay. I'm not hungry now because I just had a bunch of figs. Figs fill me up like nothing else. I had like maybe like 20, 25 figs. Obsessed. I'm obsessed with figs. Now, I'm all for being obsessed because you have to be obsessed or you're going to be average. I'm all for being obsessed, but stop trying to get to the next level and trying something new. No, the raw food diet works as is. And no, you don't need a dehydrator. And yes, fruit is better than nuts, of course, but you don't need to worry about these little things that don't matter. And also, we're going to get into the top 10. Okay. All of these things that you never thought about when you were eating Doritos, but now all of a sudden you want to fucking be obsessed with. You know what I'm talking about. It's just like, this is not the time to be stressed. When you go raw is the time for health freedom. You are finally free from the chains of the mainstream lies and greedy corporations using the cheapest ingredients in the world to bring you the most profitable product. And yeah, even if the supplements were made by raw vegans, it's the cheapest shit possible to give you what will make a profit. Why do you think people so this is so silly. Don't take offense if you're taking a supplement, but why do you think people create products? To make money. The only being, the only entity on this earth that created something not to make a profit, the big man upstairs, baby. God. God didn't create durian to make a profit. God didn't create grapes to make a profit. God didn't create watermelon to make a profit. God created those things to give us health. Everything on this planet was created for your health by God. Everything natural, the air, the sun, the food, the fruit and vegetables, everything else, profit, baby, profit, baby. Let's go through it. Let's start, okay? So here we go, B12. All right, I wrote some notes down because I didn't want to forget anything, you know? Okay. So a lot of people are afraid of B12 and of course this is my opinion. I am no medical doctor. I just look better and I'm in better shape than any medical doctor I've ever met. But hey, it's just my opinion. If you want medical advice, this is not your channel. Look at my background. I'm cursing like a sailor. Why would you come to me for medical advice? I'm just sharing what I'm doing because the doctors didn't help me and they can never help me because they're fat, sick, and nearly dead. Why would I go to a doctor? He don't know what the fuck to eat unless he's a raw vegan doctor and like Dr. Fred Bishi's retired. So who the fuck you gonna go to? Let's start. Are we ever going to start this episode? B12. Many people think they need to take B12. B12 is something you could just take. You can't take B12. B12, you make B12. You cannot take B12. You can only make it. How do you make B12? By eating an abundance of fruit and vegetables. Your gut will be healthy if you are eating healthy foods. You are what you eat. You don't need to worry about B12. I mean, again, I'm sharing my experience. So the whole episode, I'm going to say, I don't worry about B12. You do you, boo. You do you, boo. You want to take B12. I'll leave the episode below that I just did yesterday with Eli. Okay. So he explains what B12 is. You want to eat shit and fucking not ammonia and God only knows what, formaldehyde. You don't even know what's in these B12s. Oh, but the ingredient says this. Please. Do you know it's legal to put things in the United States here? I don't know what's going on around the world, but in the United States, it's legal to put things into products and not put the names of these things or not put the ingredients on the label. Did you know that it is legal? It is legal to put something in a product and not have to say it on the back. That's the country you're living in. So wake the fruit up, boo. B12, the truth is that it is made by bacteria, not by animals or plants. Okay. It's made by bacteria. Okay. On a natural raw vegan lifestyle, we're eating living foods that carry bacteria, beneficial bacteria, and spending time in nature. Okay. Hopefully you can ground, you can get outside, breathe in fresh air. That's going to help you a lot with your B12. Okay. Supplements. Supplements, they are dead. They are isolated versions of this nutrient that is absolutely ridiculous and dead. And you can never take a B12 and it be actually real. What happens is you take a B12 supplement, you go to the doctor, you get your blood test done, and it shows, oh, you have a high amount of synthetic B12 in your blood. Good for you. You get a fucking disease in 10 years because you not eating healthy. If you take in a supplement, I mean, listen, it's not going to kill you. If you're eating a raw vegan diet and you take a B12 supplement, you fine. You're not going to die. But that's a waste of money. That's a waste of money. I was scared so if John Culler's watching this, I was scared in the beginning. I took many of these things in the beginning. I took protein powder. I took B12 supplements for a few days and like I didn't feel right taking it, meaning like in my soul. I know the truth, which is it has to be alive for it to make sense in my body. God has to have created it for it to make sense for me to consume it. So therefore, I didn't feel right taking B12, but I took it because I was just, just listening to some of these YouTubers and, these doctors, Dr. Greger and these doctors that just are supposed to know something and they fucking don't. B12 is absolutely the least of your problems. But, if you're the meat and dairy industry, it is a genius way to get people to be afraid to go vegan. And it's a genius way to sell supplements. So there are so many people saying that just to be safe, take a B12. Well, honestly, just to be safe, I'm eating a raw food diet. Any questions on any of these, please leave it down below. All right, because I want to get through all of them, but I also want to do a part 2. I will answer all your questions. And again, I'm not a doctor. I just am a raw vegan. I'm just a fruity cutie working on getting that booty. Number 2 is protein powder. So B12, we're going to wrap that up by saying, if you eat raw fruits and vegetables, you're getting lots of beneficial bacteria, and you don't have to worry. I don't worry. You don't have to worry at all, at all. And if you go to the doctor and you are low in B12, you can take a supplement if you want. I don't mind being low in B12 because they're comparing those blood test results to the results from overweight, fat, sick, nearly dead people who are eating animals who are supplemented with B12. So animals are given B12 because they're so sick and dying in these slaughterhouses, and then humans eat the animals, and then humans go to the doctor and they get their blood test done, and the doctor says, you have a good amount of synthetic B12. You are healthy. That doesn't make sense to me. And I don't care who makes a video on me, or I don't care who calls me stupid. I don't care how many followers they have. Kim Kardashian has millions of followers. Are you going to take fucking advice from her on diet and nutrition? Well, maybe if you want. I wouldn't take advice from her on anything besides maybe business, how to be a billionaire. Okay. But would I do what she did? No. Let's not segue into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, just because somebody has a lot of followers doesn't mean they know what the fuck they're talking about. I know what I know. I'm going to live my truth till the day I die. And I guarantee you, I'm not going to die before 100. I guarantee fucking to you, unless, freak accident. It's just obvious. I'm 40 now. I'm in the best health of my life. I'm feeling amazing. I feel 20. When I was 20, I felt 100. When I was 20, I was overweight, suicidal. I was depressed. I had cystic acne. As you can see, I don't wear makeup and I don't have no acne, boo-boo. Just saying. Okay, protein powder, protein powder. So protein powders are highly processed. It is very hard to find a vegan powder, protein supplement without MSG in it. It is extremely hard to find protein powder without heavy metals in it. All these proteins are tested and there are heavy metals in these proteins. And the most important thing is they are highly processed and dead, isolated strips of protein. You cannot isolate a vitamin, mineral, or nutrient and to expect it to do your body good. You cannot isolate anything. You cannot isolate it. Protein, fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds, sprouts, all contain amino acids, okay? And they are in their whole natural living states, full of protein, also full of fiber, water, vitamin C, vitamin A, all the vitamins, which, by the way, check out the episode below with Eli. Vitamins were discovered in 1938. Before that, what did we do? What did we do? How did we live? 1938? We've been here for millions of years. It hasn't even been 100 years since we've known about these vitamins. The body doesn't need excess protein anyway, okay? The more, Dr. Moore says, the more protein you have, the higher risk of cancer you have. So keep being obsessed with your protein. You're going to see what happens. 1 in 2 Americans here in this beautiful United States will get cancer in their lifetime. Neither of those 2 people are raw vegans. Find me, show me a raw vegan that has cancer. I'll wait. Show me. And do not dare put Steve Jobs' name down there. Please find me a 10-year, 20-year, 30-year, 40-year raw vegan that has cancer. Check out Dr. Fred Bishi, 96 years old. That's what happens when you're raw. He's 96. He's been raw for 65 years. I'm getting there. I'm getting, trust me, boo. You're going to see me in 65 years talking about, I was beautiful once and I still am, boo, because I'm raw. You know, like that's going to be me. So extra protein, it burdens the kidneys, by the way. It creates acidity. The only reason for you to take a protein powder when you're a raw vegan is if you want to do like a farting contest. That would be a good idea because protein powders will make you fart all day and all night. And I don't care what raw vegan says they're taking protein powders. Do you know that there's something called a lie? Okay. And like people lie all the time. Yeah, you're a high raw vegan, but are you vegan?
Yes. Basically, no. It's fermented from like milk products.
So do you still take it?
So I stopped it for a while, then I just started taking it again.
So you're not vegan.
Fine. I'm not vegan. Yeah, do you grow your own food?
No. So like just because somebody says they're taking something doesn't mean they are. Just saying. All the money. Woo. Hold on. Vitamin D3. D3, listen to this, okay? Ooh, this is good. See, y'all just playing yourself. No, most of my fruit cuties are not, but some of them are. Listen to this. Vitamin D3 are often made from sheep's wool, which is lanolin, or mushrooms exposed to UV lamps. Neither is necessary when humans are designed to make vitamin D from sunlight on the skin. You need the sun. The sun, I once heard, oh my gosh, this was so crazy. I mean, I just heard that, the Bible was written by man, of course, influenced by God, right? But the Bible was written by man. And I once heard somebody say that we called Jesus the sun and we worship the sun, but really we used to worship the actual sun. And the sun in the Bible represents Jesus. And it's like it was interesting what he said, which is the sun. The sun is a very, very important part of our life. We need the sun. We need the sun. We need the Son, the Father, and the Holy Ghost. But we need the sun for vitamin D. You can't get vitamin D from a supplement. It's dead. It's dead. The sun is alive. You are alive. If you want to feel alive, you've got to get your vitamin D from something that's alive. If something is dead, then it will cause you to feel dead and look dead and die sooner than your time. It just makes sense, boo. Please, raw vegans who eat an abundance of fruit and vegetables and go out in the sun at least an hour a day, that would be really good. The thing is that we're the only species on the planet. I don't know why my eye's tearing up because I'm crying for you because you're just taking this stupid vitamin D and you're wasting your money. We're the only species on the planet that lives inside. What other the pets you own that you fucking kill before their time? Sorry. We're the only species on the planet that lives inside. We're the only species on the planet that is so dumb to take these supplements. And I'm not calling you dumb, but you are. Iodine. Okay, let's talk about iodine. Is Don Bennett in the audience? Okay. Iodine supplements are isolated and unnatural. While iodine naturally occurs in, yes, fruit and vegetables, and especially sea vegetables like nori and dulse and kelp. Okay. They occur naturally. And so by eating them in their whole form, you get them and all their benefits. Okay. You cannot take an isolated version of iodine. That is insane. That is absolutely insane, especially a synthetic form, especially a pasteurized form sitting on a shelf from a warehouse from 5, 10, 15 years old, like with a bunch of God only knows what in there. You don't know what's in there. Why are you taking it? I thought that we came to the raw food lifestyle because we recognized inherently in our soul that if it's not living, if it's not alive, it is a waste of time. It is a waste of digestion. It is a waste of money. If it's not alive, there's no living life force. There's no living enzymes. There's no biophotons. There's no life force in there. And so if it's sitting on a shelf and dead, why would we eat that? We don't eat cooked food, right? Right. Okay. Wait. Back it up. If you are a raw vegan watching this, okay, or you want to be a raw vegan, I'm trying to wrap my brain around it. Why would you take a supplement if you don't even eat cooked food? The supplement is worse than cooked food because it's not even from an actual food. Because cooked food, at least if you're eating a sweet potato, the fucking creator of all things made that sweet potato and then you gonna cook it so you can eat it. Okay, at least that makes sense. A supplement was made in a fucking science lab by a scientist for a company to make the most profit with the cheapest product so that they could buy yachts and boats and be millionaires and drive Lamborghinis. And you're buying this thinking that it's a health food. It's like a piece of paper. Do you eat paper? Well, you wouldn't eat paper. Why would you take a supplement that is dead when you came to the raw food diet because you were like, oh, this makes sense. It's living. I want to be alive. This is living. If I want to feel alive, if I want to be healthy, I need to eat healthy food. If I want to feel alive, I've got to eat alive food. But then I'm taking this synthetic supplement that is sitting on a shelf that is uh, okay for 2, 3, 5, 10, 20, 30 years. By the fucking way, did you know? Again, what do I know? I don't know anything, right? I'm a fucking idiot. Okay. But did you know? Hopefully all the Karens and Darrens are gone by now so I could really like share some information. Did you know that the expiration date on these products aren't even actually valid? Did you know that? They, this is so crazy that I used to fall for this shit. They only put the expiration dates on supplements and processed foods. They only put those dates there so that you think that there's an expiration date, but there isn't. There is no expiration date for anything that is dead because if it already died, it cannot die again. Have you ever met anyone that died and then died again? And then some fucking idiot is going to write in the comments, don't you watch the videos of the people that die and come back to life? Get the point, get lost. Go kick rocks with open-toed shoes, boo. You know what I'm saying? Something that is dead, like I cannot put an expiration date on this plastic water bottle, this plastic bottle, right? This cup. It when will this die? It died. It died. It went bad. It already went bad. It can't go bad again. It's dead. It's bad. I don't know. Let's move on. I don't know. I just thought we all came to this raw food diet because we recognize that. And now we're taking dead things. But we decided we're done with the dead food. We're done with dead things. And here we are taking dead things just to be safe. Okay. What the fuck? A living food lifestyle provides all the minerals that we need, including iodine. And when you want something salty, have some nori wraps. Put your salad in a nori wrap, wrap it up, dip it in the dressing. It's so fucking good. Have some dulse if you want when you're feeling salty. Okay. Yeah. Don't get mad at me. Don't get salty at me in the comments. Go get some dulse. All right. Here we go. Iron is next, boo boo. Iron is next. And feel free to send this video to all the haters so that they can hate on me. Because honestly, I'm looking for some more haters. I'm trying to blow up. So I'm looking for more haters, boo. All right. So send this video to them and hopefully they'll make a video on me. Free advertisement. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm not going to say your name because then you're going to get some advertisement and fuck that. Iron is next. Synthetic iron pills are extremely dangerous because they contain heavy metals. Okay. And they're very, very, very difficult to digest. And they often cause constipation or toxicity. Raw vegan foods like fruit and vegetables, sprouts, figs, blackberries, dates, greens, they all provide as much iron as we need in a living, absorbable form. Okay. Also supported by vitamin C in the diet, because of course you cannot absorb iron without vitamin C. Hmm. That's why black sapote is so amazing, because it has iron and vitamin C. If anybody has a black sapote tree, I'll be right there. I'll be over right after this video. Our bodies thrive on iron from plants, not dead, isolated tablets. And if your iron is in liquid form, okay, even worse. Like, dude, you can't get something alive from something dead. We discussed this, especially iron. Iron, you need to get it from food, okay? And there's plenty of iron in fruit and vegetables. Beets have iron, dates have iron. Like we said, figs have iron. Ooh, that's why I'm so strong. I'm eating a lot of figs right now. Next is calcium. Leave your questions down below if you have any at all. And if you go to the doctor and you are low in iron, okay, start eating more fruit and vegetables. I guarantee you, you're not eating enough fruit and vegetables if you're going to the doctor. But then again, I mean, this is just what I do. I don't take those blood tests seriously. I got a blood test a few years ago. I did it for the content. And it's like, it's a waste, in my opinion. It's a waste of your vital blood, your gold in your body. Your blood is the kitchen of the body. You need that. Okay. If you want to do anything, get rid of some lymph fluid. Okay. The garbage disposal of the body. Get rid of some lymph by going for a walk, by jumping on the rebounder, by jogging, by exercising. Don't get rid of blood. That is so important. Don't get more blood tests than you need. Be careful out there. I'll leave also an episode I did with the amazing Eli as well. He came to my private community one week, and he did a whole seminar on blood and how valuable blood is for our body. And we should not be doing more blood tests than we need. And we shouldn't even be doing any blood tests. I mean, can you imagine our ancestors taking blood out of their body for fucking to see how their levels are? They're laughing at us, guys. Our ancestors are laughing at us. And the powers that be are on their own islands, just living off of our naivete, our stupidity. Seriously. Calcium. Okay. I'm not calling you stupid, but who I'm really talking to is my younger self, because I fell for all of this. I fell for all of it, boo. All of it. Don't you think after 15 years, I've never taken an iron supplement, by the way. Don't you think after 15 years that my hair would be falling out? My nails would be all fucked up. By the way, I stopped doing my nails because the shit is so toxic. And I've been doing my nails for a long time. Gel, dip powder, really toxic stuff. I implore you, I would love to beg you to stop using nail polish and at least use a vegan nail polish or do the press on nails. The thing is that I would like to I love having my nails done. Trust me. I have my toes done right now. So I'm slowly weaning off. Okay. I'm not going to do my toes again, but I just love having polish on my toes. I go to the beach every single day. Here's the thing. I'm going to get into stick on nails. I've never worn them, but press on nails. The thing is that I'm looking for a natural glue. Can anybody help me find a natural nail glue? I was thinking about using jackfruit. I was thinking, it's so sticky. Just put some and then stick it on. Do you think that will work? That's so crazy that I'm going to try it. It's fruity, right? It's a fruity cutie. So anyway, I have never bought press-on nails, but I'm thinking about getting them, and then I'm going to get some jackfruit. We're going to try that out. Yeah, the nail polishes too. But the point of me mentioning this is, don't you think I would have fucked up hair and my nails would be all falling off? And what else happens when you have a low iron? Oh, I would, I would be tired. Guys, I have so much energy. I have so much energy. Seriously, you see me on these workouts. I haven't had coffee in 15 years. I haven't had any type of processed sugar in 15 years. I haven't had any stimulation, any stimulants in 15 years. Stimulation. Haven't had that either in a while. 15 years. 15 years. And some people drink in their monster drinks and their Red Bulls and their crazy shit pre-workouts. I fast. I work out fasted unless I'm really hungry, and then I'll eat something, and I always regret it because it's just like I'm jumping up and down. I want to throw up, I like to work out fasted. Okay, number 6 is calcium. We're getting through it, I promise. Calcium's number 6. So most calcium supplements are ground up rocks. You know that, right? I mean, well, you eat salt, which is a ground up rock too. So I guess you're okay with that. The body can't use ground up rocks. All right. And so just a heads up on that. I would be careful there. Also, taking calcium supplements can leach calcium from your bones. We know that milk does that. Okay, so be careful there. Living foods like fruit and vegetables, especially citrus and green leafy vegetables and figs, contain calcium in a bioavailable alive form, complete with the cofactors nature intended. You can't just take something. Here's what you're doing when you take a calcium supplement or any of these supplements, okay? What you're doing is, all right, just give me some like moments to touch my hair and then I won't touch it the whole time, okay? All right. When you're taking a calcium supplement, it's like you cut off my arm and you're like, "Here's Jeannette." That's not Jeannette. That was my arm. But that's not the whole thing. You can't absorb calcium on its own. It has to be inside of the fig. You see what I'm saying? With the other things, with the vitamin A and the vitamin C and the vitamin D. And well, there's no vitamin D, but I have a theory. Again, no doctor. I'm sharing my opinion. I'm ruminating. I'm just communicating. I'm aiding. I'm just doing all the aiding on my YouTube channel. So, like, why would you take me? Why would you make a hate video about me as if I'm a doctor? I'm just sharing what's working for me. I'm sharing what's working for me. Some of these people are taking my videos and like, that's not true. Okay, well, that's not your truth. This is my truth. And my truth is that, okay, my truth is that I truly believe that there's sunlight and vitamin D in these fruits and vegetables because think about it, they're grown in nature. They're grown in the sun. So I believe there is some vitamin D in here, but scientists haven't confirmed that, but I believe it. And you know what? If you believe something, it's true. If you go on a raw food diet and you think you're going to become deficient, if your whole life you're like, well, my mom had cancer and my sister had cancer and my grandpa had cancer, which is all true. My mom, my sister, my grandpa. My everyone had cancer. Well, I'm gonna get cancer. I'm gonna get cancer. I have the gene. It's obvious. I have to do everything I can to not get cancer. But like subconsciously, secretly, I know I'm getting cancer because I have the cancer gene. What do you think is gonna happen, boo? Read The Placebo Effect by Joe Dispenza. Okay, curing people without even changing their diet. All right, calcium, you can't get it from just calcium pill. They're dead. And you got to get the whole thing. B complex. A B complex pill is just a lab mixture, of synthetic isolates, fruits and vegetables, nuts and seeds. You don't even need nuts and seeds. Those are honestly help foods. I've learned over the years. Yeah, you need nuts and seeds because you're coming from meat and dairy and processed foods. But over time, when you don't want as much heavy foods anymore, you don't need nuts and seeds. Those are help foods to help you get off a processed foods diet that you've been on for, your whole life. And then basically what's happening is that you need heavy foods. You need very, very dense filling foods because you're used to a dense filling diet. And then once you get cleaner and cleaner and cleaner and come back to your nature, your natural form, the way your ancestors lived, fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds. Yeah, the nuts and seeds, they're great, not necessary. Only necessary if you need them to be full, if you need them to enjoy your salad. See, now I don't need nuts and seeds to enjoy my salad. I'm enjoying the taste of just tomatoes. I enjoy the taste of cucumbers. I just eat lettuce. I don't need a salad anymore, but I needed that for the first 15 years, 14 years. Now I don't. So they helped me. Nuts and seeds helped me to stay raw for 15 years so I can get to where I am now on a very, very natural diet. You don't see a rabbit making a salad. You don't see a rabbit with a fucking Vitamix with a goddamn vacuum blender making kale chips and dressings. Those are help foods to get you off the toxicity. And it might take 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years. We don't know. You might stay on that help food diet, and that's okay. Do you know how much healthier that is? By the way, I have a list of all the foods that I used to eat, help foods that got me off dead animal body parts and pop tarts and processed foods. Why did I think of Pop Tarts just now? Because body parts, Pop Tarts, I don't know. But a list of all those help foods, I will leave them below. They're also on my website, Ms.FitVegan.com. Check it out. I'm in the middle of revamping my website, so I'm going to have a beautiful website very soon. So I'm excited about that. Creatine is next. Creatine. By the way, I have someone that's helping me with my website. She's amazing, and I just hired her for Woodstock Fruit Festival. And if you are looking for somebody to help you with your website, send me an email. I'll send you her contact information. She's amazing, or I'll send it to her. Creatine is next. People asked me to go over creatine, and that's wild. So creatine is naturally produced by the body from amino acids when we eat fruit and vegetables, nuts and seeds. Okay. Living food energize and repair muscles without the need for these dead powdered chemicals that overload the system. Creatine is naturally produced in your body, just like what's that other one? What's that other one? Collagen. Why would anybody take a collagen supplement when collagen comes from vitamin C? Can I just say, without sounding like a fucking narcissist, I'm 40. Do I look like I need collagen or Botox? Or maybe I do need Botox, but I would never. Some of these raw vegans do Botox. Can you imagine you're putting rat poison in your face? Like, what the fuck? Some of these, and I don't want to say who, but you can guess who. They do Botox. My God, we just not even going to go there. But that's just so scary to think about putting that into your bloodstream for the sake of what? Who cares? But let's not talk about that. Vitamin C helps you to produce collagen naturally in your body. You don't need to take collagen. You can't use that. It's all placebo. And, sometimes it works. You take something and you're like, oh, it works. Placebo, sugar pills, they work. But like, read the book, the placebo effect by Joe Dispenza. But you are doing damage to your body when you are taking these toxic substances like creatine or powdered collagen. Anything from a powder form, anything in a pill form is toxic and causes your body issues. And you just are paying for it. Number 9, we're almost there. We're almost there. Hopefully you got some grapes as a snack. Pause this, go to the bathroom. Well, you don't need to pause it, but I gotta pee. That's for damn sure. Okay, listen, let's get through this because I'm going to pee my pants. Okay, and I'm not one of those raw vegans that's like, go and drink it. Okay, now I don't know why I had to mention that. The reason I guess I have to mention the urine therapy or vitamin P, as I like to call it, is because it has to stop. Like please stop. Please stop drinking your own urine. Perhaps if you were in a Tom Hanks, Wilson situation, what's that movie, Castaway? Perhaps. Are you in that situation? If not, there's no need. You can have watermelon juice. Like, why are we doing this? Ew, 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 ew. What does your breath smell like? Please stop. And I know some of you guys are on my channel and I appreciate you. Please subscribe, like, and share this video. But please don't tell me anymore that you're drinking your urine because I don't want to know. I just don't want to know. And don't even think about hugging me if you're drinking your own urine. You might have urine on your shirt. Like, no, thank you. Live enzymes. Companies try to sell enzyme supplements. Okay, I'm sorry. Please don't leave. I don't. I don't have enough subscribers to be mean to people. But seriously, ew. Companies try to sell enzyme supplements. Now, when I say companies, it's some of these raw vegans. It's some of your favorite raw vegans. We're not going to name names. I know you want me to. They sell these enzyme supplements and they say that you need enzymes, and you know who I'm talking about. But the truth is that fruit and vegetables are loaded with their own enzymes. You don't need enzymes to digest fruit and vegetables. You don't need, I just don't understand. Enzymes are destroyed by cooking, which is what they do to these supplements. How do you think they can be shelf stable? Enzymes can only be alive if the food goes bad within a very short period of time. And then some of you guys, oh my God, you're like, no, but these are refrigerated enzymes. Okay. Well, what? Okay. They're refrigerated to look fresh. Yes. Okay, great. What do you think happens when you put that into your body? Your body is at 98 degrees, right? So if something needs to stay refrigerated to stay alive, what happens when you put it in your body? It's 98 degrees. These grapes don't need to stay refrigerated to be alive until they're picked and then they start to die. Yeah, everything at the store is starting to die. Everything. It's not ideal. No, we need our own fruit farm. Fulia Christina, she knows what the fuck she's doing. You need your own fruit farm if you really want to be raw. We're doing the best we can, but technically none of us are raw because all of this is dying. Yeah, it's dying. That's why it needs to be refrigerated. So sprouts are a great idea. Getting your own fruit farm is a great idea. I can't wait. But in the meantime, I'm not doing too bad. I don't think I look bad and I definitely don't feel bad. And I don't think I'm in bad health at all. I don't ever get sick. You see me every single day here on YouTube. Like you see me every day. This is how I am. You're gonna meet me at the Woodstock Fruit Festival. I'm gonna be more glowing than you thought. Cause even John Kohler had to admit, okay, that I was better looking in person. And you know why I'm better looking in person? Because in person I try. I come on YouTube, I don't even try. I just fucking press record. And I don't even comb my hair half the time. I brought my brush today though to the studio, to my little nook in my house where I film. But like in person, I try. So I busted out the hair curler. I curled my hair. I put on some mascara. Like that's it. Oh, I had some lip balm, and then I dressed nice. Actually no, not every day, but at the Michigan Festival, a few times I dressed nice. I dressed up, trying to impress the fruity cuties, and taking photos with everybody. But like that's why he thought I looked better. I think because I tried. Also, I'm getting younger every day. I'm getting younger and more glowy every single day. And you will too if you follow a raw food diet. Now, if you'd like me to coach you, then there's two things that I can do for you. One, you can check out my free book. It's on my website. Okay. So it's totally free. No strings attached, and it's called 100 Deliciously Fun and Easy Raw Vegan Recipes, 5 ingredients or less, no dehydrator required. I'm really proud of this book. There's dressings in here, nice cream, desserts, juices, of course, snacks, savory things, lasagna, all types of things, no dehydrator required. You can get that book. Okay. Also, you can check out my course, which starts October 1st. It's called the Food Addiction Freedom Course. We have 6 spots left, and it is a live course. Nothing is recorded, nothing's pre recorded. You're going to be with me 6 days a week. Okay. There's 2 Zooms a week that are mandatory, and then the rest are optional. Then you're going to have my phone number. You can call me anytime. We can FaceTime. You're going to be in my private WhatsApp group chat where I'm going to be available 24/7. You can ask me anything. You can text me, voicemail me, call me. And yes, 6 full weeks of coaching from me to finally master this raw food lifestyle so you can finally stay on it long enough to see the results. And I'm going to be on your ass every day. Trust me. You're not going to fuck this up. With me as your coach, you're not going to fuck this up. Now, after the 6 weeks, it's really cool because I'm going to match you with your own raw food accountability partner for life. So yes, one of the other fruity cuties, it's for women only. One of the other fruity cuties in the course is going to be your raw vegan BFF for life. And that's going to be your accountability partner. And you guys are going to meet once a week, all right, on Zoom or on FaceTime so that you guys can stay accountable. And you're going to talk every day, text every day, voicemail every day so that after the 6 weeks, so that you never have to do this alone ever again. Because that's the hardest part of being raw, the social aspect, having to be the only raw vegan in your family, in your town, in your fucking country. You know what I mean? Like it just feels like it sometimes. But, when you go to these fruit festivals, you realize, oh, you're not alone. But on a daily basis, I am alone. I am alone doing this. I'm alone, and my best friend eats processed foods and dead animals, and I'm alone doing this. I don't know any other raw vegan, seriously. And Miami is like the perfect place to be raw, but I have not met another raw vegan. So, yeah, crazy, right? I mean, I was friends with somebody who's high raw, but like, yeah, and with all this abundance of fruit, and the fruit grows here, and there's coconuts and sugarcane juice and all these things. I can't believe it, but that's because they don't know how to do it. The raw food diet is actually very easy, but you have to know how to do it. And I've been practicing it for 15 years. I'm going to teach you all the mistakes I made. I'm going to go through every single thing. You're going to get so much knowledge, support, and guidance. So check that out. It's called the Food Addiction Freedom Course. We start October 1st, and there's a lot of bonuses in there. You get a free full 6 weeks of access to my private community where we work out together 5 days a week. Oh, 6 days a week. We do yoga on Saturdays, but we work out 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. Yoga's on Saturday, and we meet on Mondays. So every single day you're going to see me. The only day that you're not going to see me is Sunday, because that's the Lord's day. Even the Lord got one day off. So calm down. All right. And then the other way is that I'll leave more links below because I have lots of books on Amazon on the raw food diet. This is my life purpose, to try and spread this message that cooked food is dead It's not poison, but it is not going to make you feel alive, and it's not going to help you heal. You might be able to heal, but probably not. If you go to like a Joe Dispenza, he might help you heal on your mind alone, but it's not likely. You're going to have to change your diet to heal what your diet has caused. So if you have a lifestyle disease, if you were not born with a disease, like if you became overweight or you became diabetic or you got cancer, you're going to have to change what led you to that, which is the food you're eating. So that's why I'm doing my course October 1st. I have 6 spots left. It's for women only. So check it out down below. And I will leave that. The last one is the probiotics and prebiotics. Okay. Probiotics and prebiotics. And let me just make sure there's not any other ones. We went through, omegas. Right. There's no such thing as an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency. There is no such thing. No such thing as an omega-3 fatty acid deficiency. So please, why are you taking that? If you eat fruit and vegetables, you're going to get plenty of omegas. And no, you don't need chia and flax seeds. I'm living proof. I couldn't even tell you the last time I had flax or chia. It has definitely been, I couldn't even tell you. Maybe John Kohler can dig up a video of the last time I had flax or chia. I've been on YouTube for about 8 years, so maybe he's going to do that for me. Thank you. I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. I don't do it. I do fruit and vegetables and some nuts and seeds, but it's just like so rare. And I was never a fan of chia or flax. You don't need it. You can have them. Those are great health foods, but you don't need them. And you definitely don't need to worry about your omegas because there's no such thing as an omega fatty acid deficiency. There's plenty of omegas in fruit and vegetables. Same thing with the protein. There's never been a protein deficiency in the history of the world unless you're in a third world country starving to death. Are you? Probiotics in capsules are dead, manufactured in a lab, whereas raw fruit and vegetables are alive and naturally feed your gut flora with living pro and prebiotic fibers and beneficial microbes. Boo, eating a raw food diet can create the environment in your gut for you to thrive. Don't you understand? This is not the way to health. Something in a bottle can never recreate what God created in a field, in a fucking little tiny grape. There is more nutrition in this tiny little grape, in this one grape, than there is in 1,000 trillion million pills. Looks just like this, right? Take 1 trillion pills. There is more nutrition, live, living enzymes, and life force in this one little grape than 1 trillion little supplements. I hope this episode, I know it was long. I hope this episode just got you thinking for yourself. You don't have to agree with me on everything. I don't expect you to agree with me on everything because that's what makes this world a beautiful place where I can block you if you disagree. So do me a favor, just kidding. Leave it down below. Just be nice. If you're mean, I'm probably going to block you because I'm allowed to do that. But if you're just nice and you want to share your opinion that is different than mine, I would love to hear it. I will never block anyone that has a different opinion than me. I'm just going to block you if you're mean or you tell me to eat dead animals. Like you tell me that I need to eat dead animals because I'm dying or I don't know. I don't want your nasty energy, but if you say it in a way that is nice, hey, listen, I disagree with this because of this, this, and this. Okay, let's talk about it in the comments below. But if you're going to come for me, okay, and especially if you're going to come for the raw food diet, you're going to motherfucking hear it and you're going to get blocked. Because that's what, that's what the guy did wrong. We're not going to say his name again, John Kohler. That's what he did wrong. Okay, like I don't care about what you say about me. Call me a liar, call me ugly, call me fat, Ms.FitVegan, Ms.UnfitVegan, call me this, call me that. You can call me anything you want because this is not about me. But when you talk about fruit, when you talk about the raw food diet, now we gonna fight. Now we gonna mother fucking fight. No, bitch, because you coming for the raw food diet? Don't come for the raw food diet. Don't come for the raw food diet because the raw food diet saved my life. And there is no one on this fucking planet, I don't care how many subscribers you have. There's no one on this planet that's going to convince me that the raw food diet is not a life saver. and a game changer. And the way that our species are supposed to be eating. Nobody on this planet, even if Arnold Ehret himself raises from the motherfucking dead and says, you know what? I was wrong. Bone broth is good. Fuck you, Arnold. Fuck you, bitch. Okay? And here's your fucking book back. Nobody on this planet's going to tell me that we should be afraid of fruit or vegetables, nuts or seeds. Nobody on this planet's going to tell me that the raw food diet doesn't work and that fruit is going to give you diabetes or like destroy your health or destroy your teeth or destroy your whatever. Give me a fucking break. No way. No fucking way. When you talk about the raw food diet, you're talking about me. When you talk about Jeannette, I don't care about that. I don't care about what I look. What? You think I'm ugly? Fuck you. I know I'm not. You see, the criticism only hurts if it's true, right? So, like, I don't take these people seriously that are being mean to me and coming for me and my background. They think I'm crazy. They think I'm, whatever. I touch my hair too much or I curse too much. I'm a piece of shit or whatever. I don't care because I don't think it's true. So, criticism only hurts if you think it's true. The problem with these raw haters, these anti-fruit people, these anti-raw vegan people, okay, they are spreading lies. And I have to be the one, because this is my life purpose. I decided, you see, you decide what your life purpose is. I have to be the one to stand up for the fruit and vegetables because they can't. Just like the animals, I have to be the one to stand up for these animals because they fucking can't. And by the way, last thing of the day, last thing, I promise, this video is long, but hey, maybe you like it. Let me know if you like these longer videos and I'll do some more. Last thing, somebody said, oh my God, this is hilarious. Somebody recently commented that my left eye, this is actually my right eye, but they said it was my left. It's my left on whatever. My right eye is like, I have, you see, my right eye has like a very, it's like this, right? It's kind of fucked up. And they said it's because of I'm cheating. It's because of cooked food. It's because of dead animals or like, me eating processed foods. And it's obvious that I'm chegan. I cheat on my vegan diet or I'm not raw because of my right eye was inflamed or something. I can't do it, guys. I can't do it. So I was born with this. I was born like this. And what you don't know about me is actually, I was born blind in this eye. Okay. Now, this is some crazy shit, but this is the reality. And I wish so bad that my mom was alive or my grandparents were alive so that they could tell you this as well. They could tell you that I'm not lying. Okay. So this is how crazy the human body is. I was born, actually, oh my God, I was on Channel 5 News as a baby because this was a miracle. So if somebody could find that clip, I don't know if you can find it. Channel 5 in New York City News, whatever. I'll search for it and maybe I'll find it. I was born blind and my mom took me to this doctor and he said, or maybe my mom just did it, I don't know. He told her to patch the good eye. And then after like 6 months or so, I was able to see with the fucking right eye. I'm not even joking. Yeah, that's how incredible the human body is now. I'm not telling you that that's going to work for you if you're blind in one eye right now, but, and that's going to be hard because as a baby, as like a 2-week old, a 3-week old, right? Like you're different than you are now at 25, 30, 40, 50, 60 years old. But that is literally what happened to me. I was born blind in one eye. Okay. And they patched up the good eye so I couldn't see out of either eyes. I was blind for a long time as a kid and I learned how to see. Like my eye adjusted and my eye started working because that is for real. That is a real story and I will find it. I'm on Channel 5 News as a baby and guess what? To have me looking at the camera, they have a Snickers bar. They're waving a Snickers bar and it's on camera and that's probably where my fucking Snickers addiction came from. Fucking fucks. But anyway, yeah, that's real life. So thanks for staying till the end of this video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Please, please, please. It's free. And I will see you in the next episode. If you'd like to join my course or check out my free book or my website, I'll leave it all down below in the comments of this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye, boo. That's a real story. I don't think I've ever shared that. Where are my earrings? Fuck. Bye, guys.